Welcome to everyone to this Monday evening Footsoak. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you. My name is Tracy, and I am coming to you from Seattle, Washington. So very happy to be here this evening to share this Footsoak at the beginning of a new week. So a little bit about myself. Born in Los Angeles, raised a family in Pittsburgh, currently live in Florida, and I'm visiting a family here, my daughter and her husband in Seattle. So I wanted to share a quick little story while more of us enter into the Zoom. Last Friday, I flew here, and it was a surprise. I didn't tell the kids that I was coming. And I've been practicing Sahaj for quite a long time. So over time, we develop this unconscious and, or you could say conscious faith that things are going to work out just the way they need to. I didn't want my daughter or son-in-law to have to come in rush hour traffic on a Friday across Seattle to the airport. It's a miserable traffic, and decided to take the train out to where they live. And as I was on the train, I saw that she was out and about in a general vicinity. Nowadays, we can use Find My. And I saw that she was right near where the train ended. So I got off the train, and it gave me a general vicinity, like this street corner. And I knew she liked a hamburger place that was on one of the corners, and went in there and looked, and she wasn't in there. And then it showed me that she was in a gym, a 24-hour gym. And I thought, nope, that's not like her. I can't believe that she'd be there. But in that whole block was Whole Foods. So I thought, okay, I'll lug this luggage over there and see if I can find her shopping in the store. And as I'm standing on the street corner, I look up and I see on the second floor of a plaza on the opposite side of the street, a Thai restaurant. Okay, maybe she's in the Thai restaurant with a friend having dinner, and dropped my luggage and ran up the stairs, and there was a group of the girls celebrating. We've had Gowrie host the Footsoak in the past, and she's been in the Pacific Northwest for quite a few months and was returning home to her family in Dallas. So they were having a farewell celebration, and I walked in, much to their surprise, everyone's surprise, and somewhat to mine as well, although I thought, what the heck, I'll just take a peek and see if they might be in this restaurant. And sure enough, that's where they were. So I think if we don't worry, if we don't fret about how things are going to go, we are often led by the divine to the right place. So of course we have a little help from the technology these days. But really, she could have been in any of the restaurants on any number of blocks in that general vicinity. And it's just one of those things that happen time and time and time again. Once we begin practicing this meditation, that we find that we're guided. And in some ways, it's unconscious, but in the other way, we leave ourselves open to being guided by the divine, and we're often thrilled to find these little, what we call in Sahaja Yoga, mini miracles. So with that, let's begin the Footsoak this evening. We can start by giving vibrations to the Footsoak water bucket. We give a clockwise bandhan, circular movement with our hand to vibrate the water, to charge it, so that it will be better able to absorb the negativities and impurities within us. We will soon be learning in the 21-day programs the mantras, and one of them is for bandhaning the Footsoak water. So perhaps next month we'll have an opportunity to give vibrations to the water using the mantras. If you wish, you can put both hands with the palms over the water and see if, even if like my bucket is warm, but we can test the water to see if we feel, after giving the bandhan, cool vibrations coming off of the water. And I've noticed that there have been times where, unbeknownst to me, I accidentally put very warm water or perhaps very freezing cold water in the middle of winter without realizing it. And when I put my hands over it, I wasn't feeling the cool breeze, and then check the temperature and see that, okay, this isn't going to work for me today. And then I would go and refill it with a temperature that would be more suitable. So we've learned that we can use a warmer water when we're feeling a little left-sided, or in the winter time if it's quite cold, and then again in the summer or anytime we're feeling overactive, heated up, we can use a cooler foot soak. Okay. Maybe you could feel the vibrations coming off the water, but even so, whether we do or not, we've vibrated the water. So before we go to raise ourselves up, let's put our feet in the water. And we can bring both of our hands in front of our body, close to our torso, right where our leg meets our torso at the level of our hip, resting our hand on the upper part of our lap. Let's close our eyes and take a few slow breaths and let the attention come inside. We can drop our attention now inside of our body to the level of our sacrum bone, wherein resides our Mother Kundalini. And let's ask her, Mother, please rise within me. Kindly open my fontanelle bone and all the chakras along the way, and connect me with the all-pervading divine power. We offer this prayer and then watch within to see if there's a response. Do we feel a very subtle energy beginning to work its way up within us? Perhaps the muscles begin to relax. Or we feel ourselves come into balance. Sometimes it's nice to wait to see if there's verification of the response from our Kundalini to this desire. And then if we do feel it, or even if we don't, now let's raise and tie her up. Second time, we raise and tie her up with the knot twice above the top of the head. And the third time, we tie the knot 3 times. We'll now put ourselves in the protection of the bandhan 7 times. From the left hip up over the head to the right hip and down, with our fingers pointing towards the ground and back over. Can bring both hands when we're done with the bandhan on our lap. Let's close our eyes again. Let's bring both of our hands now down at our sides towards the Mother Earth. And we can ask within silently to Mother Earth, Mother, kindly remove any imbalances from within my subtle system. Our attention is not fixed anywhere. Let it be very light, loose, and let the attention be relaxed. All of these parts of us, our attention, our emotions, our body, are connected. So as we relax our attention, then the rest of our being relaxes as well. We're witnessing our own self. Watching the muscles relax. Watching our breathing relax. And perhaps we begin to feel more energy rising within the core, the center of our being. We can now thank Mother Earth. Mother, thank you for nourishing us, giving us everything we need to thrive. Thank you for removing the impurities within us, cleansing us so that our balance and well-being can be restored. We thank you, Mother Earth, for clearing the path, our chakras, our channels, so that more of our Mother Kundalini can rise within us. Let's bring both hands back on our lap now, close to our body. And what we can do slowly is to raise our hands, the palms facing up, along the center channel. Up and through our head and above it. And now let's cross our hands. The left hand is over the right side of the head. The right hand is over the left side of our head. You can open your eyes if you want to see. And we'll bring the hands down, uncrossing them in front of our forehead, and then bringing down the left and the right channel, all the way down to the Footsoak. And offering any impurities remaining in the left and right channel, shaking our hand off to the Footsoak water. Let's do it again. Let's do it a few more times. Slowly, with our attention, rising in our center channel with our hands, all the way up above the top of our head. Leave the attention there, above the head, as our hands bring down the grace along the left and right channel, pushing any other impurities down into the Footsoak water. One more time. And shake our hands off. Let's also run our hands down, our right hand down our left arm, and soothingly take any sensations from our arm. And now let's do the same with our right arm. And now our legs, with both hands going down both legs to the Footsoak water and shaking our hands off as we move down towards the water. Great. Okay, so let's see how we're doing now. Our palms are resting with the hands on our lap, face up, the palms are face up. Let the attention drift up to the top of the head. Let the palms, the fingers, fall open a little more. Not with tension or stretching them with any strain, but just let them relax open a little further. Keeping our hands open like that, let's move it close to our body, the upper part of our thigh, close to our hip. Leave the hands resting open, palms up, in front of our sacrum bone. See if we can feel the connection between our sacrum bone and the top of our head. Let's give a bandhan now to the right Swadhisthana, which is also felt on the right thumb. And that is the right, located right at the level of our right hip, where our torso meets our body, our leg. So we'll give a bandhan in a clockwise manner. It goes from the top to the left, down, to the right. So we'll move our hand in a circular motion, clearing any impurities with the vibrations from this chakra and offering it to the Footsoak water. This chakra gets tired with mental and physical activity. And it has to look after all the organs, nourishing the organs in our viscera and cleansing them as well. So it works very hard all the time. Let's move up a little bit to the right side of the abdomen, to the right nabi chakra. And again, after giving bandhan a few times, removing any impurities, any negativities, any heat, or it's the residue of the activity in the abdominal organs as well as the chakra itself. And we offer that to the Footsoak water. Let's check our vibrations again. Put both hands back on the lap. Let's close our eyes. The hands resting, relaxed. The attention light and loose on top of our head. Seeing if we feel any sensation in any part of our hand or fingers or fingertips. We've been blessed with this vibratory awareness where we can feel the state of our chakras on our hands. So see if there's any other energy center, or perhaps one hand feels heavier or warmer. We'll take note of that. So I'm feeling the left Vishuddhi finger, the left forefinger. So that's located here on the left side of the neck. So let's give a vibration there, a bandhan. After we work on our chakras or channels with the vibrations, we want to take a minute to see if the sensation that guided us to work on that chakra has subsided. And as we give bandhan here, we can remind ourselves, I don't have to feel guilty anymore. We can introspect and see if there's something bothering me that's making me feel guilty. And let go of it and say to ourselves, this is not the reality. We can also introspect and see if there is something that's bothering me and what I can do besides letting go of it to correct the situation if possible. Another way that sometimes I work on myself, I take the vibrations, I move to the center channel and out through the top of the head. We can do that as well. See if you feel a difference. I'm moving now to the center Vishuddhi. We can go straight up. And let's also give a bandhan to the right Vishuddhi. Even if we have a sweet voice, can be watching ourselves and witnessing through the day. Because there's so much harshness in this society, so much aggression, competitiveness, impatience, irritability. This chakra, even, we may just feel it after being at work or school or with friends. So we can again clear it. All right, let's bring both hands back on our lap now. If you feel any other chakra in your hand and want to take a minute before we finish the Footsoak to give vibrations to that chakra, and you can take a moment to do that. Hopefully we're feeling more balanced, relaxed, silent, content. Let's now take time to quickly rinse our feet and put the bucket to the side so that we can meditate together and hopefully go deeper into the state of silence. Very good. We've learned that after foot soaking, it's good to sit for a few minutes now that the channels and chakras have relaxed, cleared. We can ask our Mother Kundalini, Mother, please fill all the spaces that were just cleared by the Footsoak and by the vibrations, by your vibrations. Please fill these spaces within me with your divine energy. Please strengthen my subtle system. Let's bring our right hand on our center heart. We can tap gently on our center heart to loosen any other tension, worry, anxiety, insecurities. And then place our hand there again, holding it there still. Mother, please come into our heart. Please open our heart. Please make us truly secure, knowing that we are the Spirit. Let our security come from this awareness that I am the Spirit. That my spirit is enlightened within me. As I am the Spirit, I have nothing to fear. I am secure in my spirit. As this truth becomes part and parcel of our being, there is less and less room for insecurities, fears, dissatisfaction, or any other challenges that we may be trying to overcome. So let's say that again to ourselves. I am completely secure in my spirit. Mother, let me feel the true sense of security that comes from being my spirit. That comes from becoming my spirit. Let's shake our hand off and bring it back on our lap. You can see where our attention is and bring it to the top of our head if it's not there. As we sit in the state of thoughtless awareness, it is easier for our Mother Kundalini to nourish, enlighten, awaken Mother, kindly establish us, each of us, in the state of thoughtless awareness, where we are one with the collective consciousness, the supreme consciousness. Thank you, Mother Kundalini, for gifting us this state. Of blessing us to become our spirit. And let's remind ourselves before we finish, I am a realized soul. Bring our hands together in front of our heart, offer our gratitude for this blessing. Thank you, Mother. So we can now tie our Kundalini up. And take Bandha. Let's bring our hand to the top of our head and bring our hand up 4, 5, 6 inches or higher. Going to move it back or over slightly to see if we can feel the soothing vibrations of our Kundalini. We can try with our other hand. Sometimes we can feel it quite high and realize that Chi flows much further than our arms can reach. We'll have music now for those who wish to meditate a little longer. I want to thank everyone for joining this evening. We will be having the 21-day session tomorrow on the left channel. So please join at 8:45 East Coast time, 5:45 West Coast time. And then we'll be back for the Footsoaks on Wednesday. So good evening, and if you'd like to stay a little longer to meditate, then we'll meditate together. Good night.